We are live.
We are live. We are live.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Trendkillradio, coming at you not live again.
Not live.
Yes.
We are live, but we are not live.
From
we are alive.
From Cleveland, Ohio, I am your host, Sean Ryan. To the left of me, we have our audio engineer, producer, Jimothy, and we have a special guest here today because Coley has AIDS.
Coley always has AIDS. But
Would you like to introduce yourself?
I mean, as the host, you should be introducing me.
No.
Andrew Scambatti, drummer, former, drummer, podcaster, whatever you can think of. I do everything.
Director.
Right. Director, editor.
Wiener.
Yes.
What show do you hail from?
I hail from several different ones. I was involved in the first KISS podcast back in 2005 called Podkissed. So I started there, and I was a guest on literally every other KISS show. And I finally started my own in 2012 called Kiss My Wax, which was just talking about KISS vinyl. And then we moved from vinyl we ran a record to talk about, and now we're just Kiss My Collectibles.
Okay.
You asked me what show I hail from.
Hell of a story.
This is a story.
He likes Kiss.
I thought you picked me for my storytelling skills.
Yes.
well, we could probably use it this week because,
I know. How's everybody doing? I'm a little beat up. I was up too late drinking.
Same.
Jimothy?
Actually, my son slept well last night, so I actually got some sleep. That was nice.
Really?
That was nice.
Well, that's good. Let's get started with the show. All right, so first we got up. Guitar Center loses $11 million, fires 100+ employees. Has anybody heard about this?
Yeah.
Not this specific story. I mean, I've been hearing about them falling apart for the past few years. But
yeah,
I haven't heard.
they have.
I haven't heard this particular story yet.
Yeah, they are firing like there is no one safe. Apparently, even the most higher up members, and they are just slashing not only prices. But jobs.
That's the problem. They're not slashing any prices. I mean, they have a really poor business model. I mean, you have people in there that are really not qualified to sell those things, and they're just there. I mean, the Guitar Center's been failing for a long time, a long time.
They are responsible for 28% of total U.S. Musical sales. And that's pretty impressive. I mean, when you think like to go buy musician equipment and all that stuff, where do you go? You go to Guitar Center.
Is it that impressive though? Because it's only 28%, and they're the biggest store because there barely is no Sam Ash anymore.
Right,
you know, and they're
they're the only really notable brick and mortar.
Correct,
and that's the thing.
Correct. So you think that they should have more than 28%, and I think they should have more because their stores are so big and they're everywhere. So think about that for a minute. You have 28%, which is a little over a fourth, but your footprint, your brick and mortar footprint, is significantly larger than a fourth. Significantly larger. Like I would say, their brick and mortar is probably responsible for more than half of the retail locations for music stores.
Well, I would wonder, what's the comparison with a place like I know it's a different sales market, but with Best Buy or something. I wonder what they're responsible with their percentage.
Do you remember? It was maybe. God, it had to be at least 5 years ago.
Do you remember?
Best Buy actually tried to have like a professional
Guitar Center I know. Best Buy in
thing.
Strongsville, they had, I know, and it was the same prices, and it looked exactly like Guitar Center.
Right.
It was the same, and they had Gibsons and they had Fenders.
My cousin actually used to work for them, and like initially their business model was like, it's like, it's cool, just make people feel comfortable to come in and everything, talk to them, inform them, don't feel like pressure to push on sales. And then like after like 6 months of like not really doing well, they're like, sell any shit you fucking can and throw it at people.
Yeah, but you have to take a book out of Best Buy's, I guess, business plan, and even FYE too. They've evolved. They know that.
They're selling fucking candy bar, like the Reptar bars I got from Rugrats.
Yes.
Those are from FYE.
Yeah,
and Funko is doing cereal, like Elvira and Freddy Krueger cereal coming out this fall.
Those stores are no longer relying on
CD sales?
CD, DVD sales. They're not relying on that anymore. What they're relying on is they're relying on merchandise sales, which the markup is exponentially larger than a CD markup. Like, I don't know, I think a cost for a CD to put it into a store, I think was like $4.50 or maybe it was $5, whereas a cost to put a shirt, it's like $1.
Yeah?
And then the shirt you're selling for $25.
Yeah, so everything's going to be a Spencer's.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
You're right, wrong.
You're not wrong, but also, too, you could tell that this was coming because all of these stores have exclusive items to that store. Because they know that I can get a DVD anywhere now. But if I wanted the Steelbook edition, I got to go to Target and get it. Or I got to go here to get it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I just...
Merchandising.
Yeah.
That's the sweetest plum!
Merchandising. Spaceballs, the comic book.
No, but...
Spaceballs, the flamethrower.
Yeah, I got the complete
Kids
series,
love
the complete series of The Critic and Duckman just the other day, and I got those off of eBay. So I'm certainly not going to find those anywhere else.
No,
and we've gotten completely off topic.
If you want to have a successful business, you really have to grow and mature with your clientele and with what's going on in the world today. Guitar Center did not do that. Guitar Center did not grow, did not evolve. They just did. But they've been doing the same thing that they've always been doing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a similar story about how Barnes and Noble is the only like bookstore still left open, and
Correct, but go to Barnes and Noble. What else is there?
nothing. I know, but I think it was the CEO of Barnes and Noble, or I think it was Barnes and Noble, but to have the Starbucks mentality of let's put a ton of tiny bookstores around everywhere. And you could probably succeed more than having a shopping mall size fucking bookstore with a goddamn escalator in it. Because it's going to be gone. It's going to be gone. And when asked about that, the CEO knew that's what he should do. And then when asked about it recently, he went, well,
But see,
it was really some stupid answer like that.
But see, with Barnes and Nobles too, is they sell vinyl in there. There's a coffee shop in there. There's other things in there just besides books. So even if you're not into books, you might want to go there. And they have exclusive merchandise there as well too. That's how you're gonna get your customers.
Fuck, I haven't been in a Barnes and Noble.
There's one in Crocker Park, man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I haven't been in one in years. But
It's the thing
going
with
on
books
Amazon
as it is with media. Although some people still like physical books, but it's so easy. It's like there's no value to going into a brick and mortar store to find a book if this is the book I'm going to buy. You can just buy it offline. It's not like a piece of clothes. I mean, people even get clothing and shit offline too.
Oh yeah, dude.
But some people actually, for some things, you have to physically go in the store. People like going physically in the store to really see it before they buy it. With a book, you don't need to physically see the cover to get the content because you're buying it for the content regardless.
Yeah. But yeah, this the investors have already they've cut out $11 million out of the company, and it's taken a consistent hit every single day. So I don't know how much longer we're gonna see Guitar Centers around.
Good.
Yeah. Do you think that will be like a cool thing though, that we're gonna start seeing more tiny little shops, like how Toys R Us is gone? But I think what did KB Toys or Play Palace
KB Toys
just came back?
Did it?
Yeah, one of those. I can't.
Yeah, I heard that, but here's the thing. I mean, what people don't... Toys R Us is not a victim of the internet age. Toys R Us is a victim of its own bumbling. Let's go back to 1999 when Toys R Us was going to launch their first Christmas season for online sales. Their website crashed, and they lost millions of dollars. And then
there's a Drew Carey episode just like that.
Yeah, and then there's been the constant flopping of CEOs and trying to get merchandise in there without paying for it, buying things with IOUs. We're gonna edit that out. Buying things.
No. This is our sponsor is Miller Lite.
Oh, cool. I mean just the crinkling. But so Toys R Us is not a victim of online sales. Toys R Us has been bumbling as a company for decades. And you would think, Toys R Us, they're never going to close. They're the only place to get toys. But they've been purchasing loans, they've been flopping CEOs, and they've been just doing things on an improper business model. So I saw this coming a mile away. And to add more fuel to that fire, you go in Toys R Us, there's nothing ever there. The shelves are always bare. And the things that I went to Toys R Us on Force Friday.
Well, they can't keep things in stock with me buying so many toys.
No. I went to Toys R Us on Force Friday, which anybody listening, if you don't know, Force Friday is when they release the Star Wars toys on a Friday before the new movie that's coming out. They've done it.
Never heard of that.
Yeah. But anyway, so I went there and I was like, oh, cool. I want to get these couple of action figures. And I was like, this is going to be the first time they're released. And I can't wait to get them. And I get to Toys R Us, they don't have them.
Yeah.
Shame.
It's interesting because there's no company that's going to be around forever. You have to grow, you have to change, and people change. I mean, trends come and go.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a trend now, and who knows where this trend is going to be in 6 months.
Well, this Trendkill.
Yeah, it's canceled.
We'll try harder, okay? Just give us a second chance. Just don't come in and cancel us without giving us a second chance.
We're on public broadcasting. You can't cancel us.
Just but no, not
Hey, we have to have ratings first, okay?
ratings first. Yeah, rate us on
can't
iTunes. Rate us on iTunes.
No. Find us on YouTube. Search Trendkillradio 216. You can also find us on Facebook. Facebook.com/Trendkillradio 216. Thank you. Subscribe, like, thumbs up.
Brought to you by Colorado Junior.
It's like that episode of Family Guy where they're like, we released these smoking ads, and there's just like a regular.
Smoke.
It's brilliant.
Are you smoking yet?
It's brilliant. So Guitar Center, good riddance.
Yep. And speaking of sponsors, thank you to Miller Lite,
Thank you to Miller Lite, Circle K, Miller Lite.
Target, and Northeast Factory Direct.
Sean, can you hand me another beer, please? Let's just start.
Absolutely.
The way to not.
You know,
get
we
hung-
were talking about 1999, and I totally forgot that I had. You are so fucking burpy today. Like, dude, he's just been burping up my new car. He's farting, he's burping, he's hungover, he's shitting his pants.
I did not shit in my pants. I did not.
I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
I did not. So what's the next thing we got? The Used. They have filed a restraining order against their former guitarist Justin Shakowski. Some Polak. You know?
A ski.
Yeah, I know. He's probably from Parma.
Is it racist because you're also Polish?
No, it's cool for him to say.
No.
because-
Oh, yeah. No, I can call you a dumb Polak all day. Fucking.
I'm a greasy guinea, but I really think.
Oh, you're the Dagoist of the Dago.
I am. Well, I look like the milkman's kid. But we were talking about this in the car on the way over. I don't look like I no olive skin. I'm all Italian. I don't look Italian.
Oh, my uncle Bobby though, he's the kind of Italian with blue eyes and blonde hair though, from like northern Italy. Mm-hmm. So,
burpy.
you know,
But I mean,
Rinaldi, you know, like it's very big.
Hey, poopy poppity.
No, and he doesn't do construction. He's like a fucking millionaire. What the hell? He did promotions and stuff. He would do commercials and radio spots and all this.
Is he the solid hand talker though?
Ooh, a little bit. When he starts drinking wine,
Yeah.
a little of the vino.
Right, there you go.
Yeah, red wine. Because we were talking about this in the car on the way over here, where we're really racist in our jobs. We really are. You'll never find an Italian doctor. Yeah, what do Italians do? Nice cement. That's what we do. Nice cement.
Bricklayer.
Smoke.
Okay, so anyways, the Used, they formed, They formed in 2000? No.
Do you know what I think of when you say the Used? I immediately think of the former.
You?
No, I think of the lead singer who dated Kelly Osbourne and was on the Osbournes.
Yeah, that's him. He's the singer from the Used.
He's still in the band. That's all.
Burt McCracken. He's the lead singer.
Burt McCracken. Sounds like a porn star name.
He's from Utah. He's a cracker.
I guess his name is not Dick Jones, so that's okay.
No, but they filed a restraining order against their guitarist, not their main guitarist. Who the hell was that guy? Quinn. He took like a year off or something like that. He just needed a break. He's been in there since 2001 or something, and that's loud. And so they had a new guy to fill in, and they ended up just getting rid of Quinn, and they brought in this Shakowski guy. For 3 years, and then they got rid of him, and he's fucking psychotic. Like that they had to file a fucking restraining order, because what did he say? He threatened violence against bandmates and even threatened to fucking hang himself in the middle of a show. The band also cited some threatening texts as well in their filing, one stating that retaliation, excuse me, stating that Justin had said,
Relations.
retaliation was the only way to get justice. So he has to stay away 100 yards from the band at all times. So, yeah. You ever had a restraining order against you?
Against me? No.
Have you ever had to file one?
Yeah, I had to.
Against someone I know?
Yeah, not someone you know.
Oh. Are you sure? You looked at me like I did, but you don't want to say it.
Edit her out. No. No, I did.
I'll just mute it.
I did have to file a restraining order against my former lead singer, who was sending me threatening messages and wanting to find me. So
what, from the Kiss cover band?
Yeah.
Why? What was he threatening you about?
I guess I posted a funny picture and he didn't think it was funny, so he was like, well, I'm gonna find you and here's where you're playing and I'm gonna come
I will fucking cut you.
Yeah. So and then when he messaged me, there was a spelling error in there and it took everything in me not to respond, just correcting the grammar. I didn't respond, but come on, man, just leave me alone.
Go away.
George is getting upset.
You're ruining it, better, George.
That article did not last very long at all. There was
Right.
Jim. got any final words on that?
Smoke.
And we're back.
So just to kind of go back to our little tangent about Barnes & Noble, just saw something on Facebook that was interesting about Barnes & Noble. Someone posted, they remain nameless. A kid in front of me in line at Barnes & Noble was buying new copies of London Calling and Sandinista on vinyl. The total, $78.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You can just go to the exchange and get London Calling for like $10.
Yeah, but the new vinyl, they're all 180 gram. They sound so much better than the old vinyl.
I know, but isn't that the appeal of vinyl though? Is that you like the sound of the old stuff? Like,
Well, that's the idea too, but there's still a fidelity thing with vinyl where the heavier weight of the vinyl actually gives you a better sonic quality. I mean, you're listening to it for the old analog feel of it not being a digital recording, but there's still mechanics to making vinyl sound good that you want to adhere to, like, the weight of the vinyl or the way it's cut, things like that.
Yeah, but then you got these yahoos that are playing vinyl and they're going, I'm playing my vinyl through my Bluetooth speaker. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
Yahoo Fest. Wait, I know those words. That doesn't make any sense. There's a lot of Simpsons references on this show. Andrew, you were welcome to.
I mean, I'm a casual Simpsons fan. I need to go back and rewatch all the old ones.
Moving on. Let me.
He had one Simpsons cameo too, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Ooh, sisters. You badmouth MacGyver. Okay. So, yeah, Jimothy and I, we did an episode a couple weeks ago where we reviewed A Perfect Circle. But anyways, like I was saying, yeah, we reviewed their last album, Eat the Elephant, and that was good. Right? Like, we both gave that pretty high score. Would we both give it like a 7 or something?
Yeah, I think we gave it like 7 or 8.
Yeah,
like that.
not that like we're huge fans of A Perfect Circle or anything, but I mean that was a beautifully made album. Like that was worth the wait. It's really well done.
Yeah.
I
like to think in general when we review things, we kind of throw aside our personal bias a little bit to just analyze it for what it is. But what was it?
Yeah, like
the Fever 333.
I did not put aside my personal feelings.
Oh, you tore that up.
Solid 3. Yeah. Made. You know what? No, and I noticed too when I was editing the rest of that show, I was in a bad mood. I was in a bad mood ever since we started reviewing that. I was just so fucking angry and like just things I was saying. I'm like, oh, that's really mean. Like, yeah. So no, that album really pissed me off. Fuck that album. Fuck that band.
Do you think that that's what they wanted? They wanted to piss you off?
I believe that was their sole purpose.
It's like,
Felt like it.
to piss just you off.
Just
Yes.
him. Just him.
They've watched the show. They know what it's capable of. We can anger him.
We have the technology.
We can rebuild. So yeah, that Perfect Circle album, that was good because what we both said about it was basically just these are all professionals. I mean, they're just very good at every instrument that these guys play. I mean, they're just fantastic guys.
Skin flute?
Well, I don't know. You told me about it.
I don't know how to do that.
Andrew, what you doing over there?
Oh, just, looking up things on Trendkillradio. I'm actually on YouTube subscribing to Trendkillradio 216. That's where you should be.
Hold on.
I need to put a sign or something. I got the clock. I need a sign just to constantly remind me. Look up on YouTube, Trendkillradio 216. You'll be able to find all of our episodes. You know what? We do have some subscribers though that do watch our show. I mean, it's a slow build, but hey, man, I appreciate. We all appreciate, even AIDS Coley, who's not here. Everything that you guys do. I really thank you for watching our show. I know some of our episodes can get really long, and that's why I started splitting them up.
Splitting up side A, side B. It's like when you were buying vinyl back in the day.
Yeah, there you go. Or a cassette.
Or a cassette. I have 8-tracks.
8-track.
I have these that have these weird
Black
edits.
Sabbath
Right.
Paranoid.
You go in your basement with your phone, you get your headphones, you turn down the music, you put them on, and you just chill out and watch Trendkillradio. Subscribe.
Hold on, Jimothy, where can I subscribe?
Go ahead.
No, I don't do that.
You can subscribe on YouTube at Trendkillradio 216.
But
Just
wait,
search it.
Are you guys on the Facebook?
Oh, we are on the Facebook.
What's the link on the Facebook?
http://www.facebook.com Trendkillradio 216. Like our page. We got we're almost up to 250 likes now.
Yeah, I've noticed a lot of likes like in the past couple weeks.
Yes.
Actually getting real traffic.
Doing good. So thank you. Cheers. You got to show the logo, Andrew. I know you're a guest, but get your fucking shit right.
It's
Yeah,
our sponsor.
the official.
The best was the episode where we were pulling up the YouTube clip and the Miller Lite ad came up.
That was good. So anyways, yeah, like I was saying, he was just telling critics that they're just, what did he call them? Novice, a bunch of novices, talking about shit they don't really know anything about. And like I said, this song was partly inspired by his loathing for the internet review site Yelp, because that thing is fucking poison. And so, like, that is really like a thing, though. That is super annoying. Like, I know we're doing an opinion-based show right now, but it is about music, and all three of us are actual musicians. Like, he's been paid a fortune. He's been to Japan, right?
Yeah.
To play shows and stuff like that. I mean, I've toured. We get paid for shows.
Yeah.
You've been on Warped Tour. You know, you've rubbed elbows with the Newfound Glory kids and shit. So we are kind of we do somewhat know what we're talking about.
I guess so.
We are able to give criticism about things because we know things.
Yeah, but also to take it with a grain of salt. I mean, it's our opinion, and I know I typically only listen to strong reviews or good reviews, not because of those are the best, just because I want to hear what's good about something. Tell me what's good so I can go out and get it. I don't want to hear about what's bad because everything is bad. Tell me what's good, and I'll go and buy it.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Even for the album review of the Fever 333, even though I gave it 3 knives, I did actually say 3 good things about it and why it actually got 3 knives instead of 0.
Knives Chow?
Knives is our rating system.
Okay, no, I know that, but Knives Chow was also from Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
You know, I saw that in a bar one time. I know it was really good and I want to buy it. I've just never seen the whole movie all the way through.
It's one of my favorites. It's one of my. I saw it 10 times in the movie theater.
Yeah?
Hello, St. Louis!
Hello!
Springfield, Stephen.
Yeah, right.
But no, that is a very valid point. It's good to like actually people that review things well holds a lot more weight than people complaining about shit.
Yeah,
because
I agree.
Everybody just
Absolutely.
fucking complains about anything, and anybody can complain about anything.
I know, because, everyone's got a voice now.
Right.
And that's so annoying.
But when someone actually says something good about something, it really holds weight because there's so many people that just complain about everything.
I know you see some people. Everybody knows someone on Facebook where it is just constant negativity. And like, I try to steer away from that. I am posting memes and jokes and cats and funny things. Like, take a look at my fucking Facebook, man. Like,
It's fatiguing.
It's pretty. What?
It's fatiguing.
Oh, I thought you were talking about my Facebook. I'm like, no,
it is. It is
thriving.
fatiguing. No.
It's thriving.
No, but it's fatiguing. To
See
see
my
so many
Simpsons memes
people-
lately?
It's good shit. But yeah, just seeing so many people be negative, it's like, it's like, how self-loathing can you be to just go out and like just pour that over everybody?
Yeah, and because it's so easy to do.
Yeah.
And it's like it's a trendy thing to do, like where you just constantly talk about your problems and your
And here we are killing trends.
your mental. Yes, yeah. No, we're gonna put a stop to it right here.
Where can we put a stop to that? Where can we find the show?
We gotta do this again? No, no. Trendkillradio 216 on YouTube. Subscribe.
You should just record the soundbite and just press the button.
Yeah.
There.
No, I got that fun little YouTube. Where the fuck was it? Hey, you know what? It's too hard to pull up. I'll just put it up in post. Later we'll fucking do it.
Do it live. We'll do it live. I hate that sound.
You stink!
You'd actually do a really good Homer scream. I can't do it. I haven't. Heard it in a while.
I do. I can. I'm not gonna do that.
Come on.
No.
Come on.
No.
Bear me.
Come on.
Here's.
Maybe you all are homosexuals too.
That was my impression. That was good. How do you feel about what Maynard said? Really, about just critics who are essentially failed musicians, or food critics who can't cook to save their lives, or make wine like he does. Bringing in their 2 cents. That's why I brought. Why we're all musicians and shit. That we have room to actually say. We know what we're talking about.
It's really weird for someone who can't cook to be a food critic, because are they critiquing as to what they want their food to be, or are they critiquing as to what they like to?
I want cheese and bacon on everything.
It's weird, because I've worked with sound men that were failed musicians, and you could tell that they were pretty pissed that they weren't the ones on stage, and they treated you as a less of a person. They're like, well, I got to do this because
That's my favorite thing is the disgruntled sound guy.
because they're always
Where
mad.
it's
They're like, yeah, I was touring in '77. I had 18 Marshall stacks on stage. I brought them uphill. Well, fuck you. And then they think they're doing us a service by, I don't know, working, but they don't understand that they wouldn't be working sound if it wasn't for a band, and the band wouldn't have a show if it wasn't for the sound guy. I mean, you need both things. So I don't know. I really don't like to go down the rabbit hole about critics and this and that, because critics basically tore apart my favorite band for years. I mean, Led Zeppelin never got a good review. So I don't really like to.
I hate Led Zeppelin.
I know. I knew you were gonna bring it up. You're right to walk away.
No, I think they're overrated. I thought Aerosmith was always a better rock band.
Ew.
Yeah, no, Steven Tyler's got a better voice. The one thing I will say that's good, we were talking about positivity, and the one thing I will say is that in Led Zeppelin, John Bonham and John Paul Jones are clearly like the backbone because they're, the rhythm section. But I thought they were far more talented than Jimmy Page and fucking what's his stupid face.
Are you high?
No. No, I'm serious. I know.
Led Zeppelin
Hush
is
falls over the crowd.
band. You'll never have another band like Led Zeppelin that was so focused on the music and such a tight unit that the band was better live.
No, they
than
weren't.
They were in the studio. They were, man.
They weren't. My dad's even seen them, and he was like, "No, it was just fucking noise. It was just
man.
four dudes all drugged out, and they were just making noise, and like it was barely coherent."
If you watch, the song remains the same, or you watch all these things, I mean, it was a snapshot of time, and the music is good, the energy is good, and there weren't people fighting at these shows. It was really a call to arms, because if if you like Led Zeppelin, you were automatically in with the quote unquote the cool kids or whatever. You know, it was cool. It was a club that you got to be a part of, that to go see Led Zeppelin and just to be there and enjoy the music. I mean, they're still selling more records than Justin Bieber ever will.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this, and we're getting way off topic here. But let me ask you this: take your favorites out of this. Who's the greatest band of all time? Because I'll give you the correct answer. Greatest band of all time, the Beatles.
I would say the same.
Yeah. I'm a little on the fence. Like I know they did so much to revolutionize, but just because you were like the first to do something great, does that mean you're the best? You know, like Ford came out with the Model T. Are we still doing that? No.
But the Beatles music is still good. Like the Model T wasn't a very good car, but the Beatles music still stands up to music that's released today. That's why.
Right. We still follow the same formula for pop music.
Correct. Help is a great song.
I know, but does today's generation know or care?
Today's generation is bitching on social media, so it doesn't matter.
That's true.
Eventually, it's going to break down.
They're eating Tide Pods.
Yeah. Because it always breaks down, and it always goes back to your simple four guys in a room making music. It always does. So
Yes.
it happened in the early 2000s. It'll happen again. It always goes back, and then they realize, oh, this stuff is actually the best stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just, your standard 4/4 time. Like that's, but I mean, fuck. People were doing it before them, though.
They weren't doing it as good.
Okay.
They just weren't. They just weren't. They only got so far, and the Beatles, they heard things differently. Not only did they play differently, but they heard things differently.
Well, when you hang out with Ravi Shankar.
Shankar. Groovy,
Some
man.
quick facts for you think. So SoundScan, I think SoundScan started in 92? Early 90s, the SoundScan started. So claimed record sales for the Beatles. This is based on a whole bunch of things. So claimed record sales is 5 to 600 million.
Wait, when did you say SoundScan started?
92?
Yeah. Okay. All right, I'll believe it. I don't know. I just know when Skid Row was big, that was when they first started doing SoundScan. That's how they got to number one legitimately. So I don't know when Skid Row came out.
Oh, the first one was 89.
89?
But then Slave to the Grind was 91.
Okay, so yeah, let's just give it an early 90s.
Anyway, so the total verified number, and this is 100% verified, of Beatles sales is 271.3 million. 271.3 million. Let's think about that for a second. The last recorded material was in 1970, and post early 90s. So this is 20 years after you recorded your last note. You're still selling over 200 million.
Yeah. Hey, man. Hats off. Very impressive. No, I mean, the Beatles, it took me a long time to get into the Beatles.
Alex Zarko just sent me this.
All right, you should send that to me for when I edit this. Like, I can
Yeah.
actually show the picture.
What is it? It's going to need to come really close to my face.
Yeah, he is blind as fuck.
Fucking come on, man.
Hey, dude, we're playing that show.
I know.
Trap House Rave, June 16th at the Foundry. Nasty opening support. Jimothy and I.
That's true.
Yes, exactly. Oh, yeah, fucking. I
I
forgot.
was waiting.
He's drumming for us.
Mr.
Oh, by the way.
Are you smoking yet?